Hi, if you're new here, my name's Kiara, I'm 24, and I absolutely f***ing hate my life. But don't worry about that, we're fixing it. Or at least we would be if somebody would snap the fuck out of it. If you haven't seen episode 1, you should go watch it. But I'm gonna give you a quick recap so you can watch it after this video. Like I said before, I hate my life. So I've dedicated the next 6 months to a full life glow up. And I don't mean just getting hotter or like really scary skinny.
Life is so much better when you're skinnier. Skinny is the outfit.
Like, all right. I'm glowing up all of these different parts of my life. And just a quick reminder of the goals we're trying to hit here. Make a short film that I'm really proud of. Double my income. I'm just trying to get into a healthy weight range for my height. Lower my screen time, increase my confidence. Find some hobbies that I love. I wanna have a skin transformation. I wanna have a hair transformation. I wanna have a makeup transformation. And I wanna have a style transformation. Find my friend group in LA. There's a Japanese exam that I need to pass. Last episode, we were just setting the foundation. What we're gonna do this month is build all of the habits that we need. Wake up between 6:30 and 7:30. Go to the gym or do a 2 to 3 mile walk. 15 to 20 minutes of Japanese practice. We're getting our habits together, getting in the right mindset, but my acting like a failure. Now none of those clothes fit me. All the things that I felt like were really special about me have kind of died. Made that really hard. But by the end, I started to figure it out. I did some journaling, some positive affirmations, like self-love and all of that stuff. You are pretty and very creative and you're hardworking. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. And so I was starting to finally feel better. I was really able to stick to my routines. I had all of my habits down and I had built the foundations to kill the rest of this experiment. But now, we're here. I have what my psychiatrist likes to call super severe depression. And that means sometimes my brain just decides, fuck this shit. I don't want to do this anymore. And so she just gives up. Usually when I'm in these depressive episodes, I can't get myself to get up and use the bathroom, get up and drink water, eat anything. So you can fully forget about any of the other stuff I need to do to change my life. These episodes can last anywhere from like a day to a year and a half was my longest one. How long was this one, you ask? 2 months. 2 months. So unfortunately, I can't just get rid of my depression. I've been trying for like 10 years, so we're just gonna pretend that those 2 months didn't happen. Phase 2 is about one thing and one thing only. Destroying my comfort zone. Right now, everything in my life is too comfortable. I do the same things every day. I wear the same hairstyles. I do the same makeup. I don't take risks and I just do what's comfortable. That's super lame. So we need to get over that, put our big girl pants on and start doing some uncomfortable things. This is my comfort zone bucket list, which, like the name suggests, is just a bunch of stuff to get me out of my comfort zone, ranging from things that I want to do, but I've been telling myself that I can't do, things that I've been dreaming of doing, and things that just generally make me uncomfortable. For the rest of the year, and also the rest of the experiment, I'm gonna be doing every single thing on this list. We have a range of difficulty here, from really easy, like going to see the sunrise and complimenting a stranger, to being in one of those really shitty vertical shows, and going on a brand trip, and being in a Mr. Beast video.
The mind games have begun.
So definitely a range. Right now, I am way too used to being comfortable. Holy shit, I'm getting bored. And so this bad boy right here is gonna help me with that. But don't worry, we'll come back to that, because first, we need to start making some real progress in a lot of these categories, starting with the one that's been holding me back the most, my mental health. There really isn't that much time until I turn 25, and not only do I have to rebuild the habits from phase 1, but I have to add on all this stuff from phase 2 at double speed. How do you even expect to do that if last phase you were struggling with the easy stuff? Aren't you gonna like burn out or something? Great question. As we saw by my struggles last episode, none of this is gonna work if we don't fix my mindset. I don't have any confidence. I'm constantly berating myself. I clearly have some unresolved mental health issues, but instead of dealing with them, I just keep pushing them down further and further and further and going, la la la, life is great while I'm suffering on the inside. And then I end up going in and out of cycles of burnout and depressive episodes and burnout and depressive episodes until I finally think, oh man, is there any point to life? Every time I go online and people talk about how bad their screen time is and they show it and they're like, oh, it's 4 hours, it's 3 hours, it's so terrible. I look at mine and it makes me want to die. Last episode, I showed you guys my current average screen time, which is 11 hours a day. It's currently 7 hours and 25 minutes. That's fucking crazy. So I thought we would do the math a little bit. See what that means if I keep this up for the rest of my life. 7 hours a day. In 1 year, that is 2,555 hours. We divide that by 24 and see how many days that is. That is 106 days a year. My screen time's better now. It's better. I didn't realize how bad it was until literally right this exact moment. If I made California minimum wage, I would have made $43,000. To become fluent in Japanese, it takes 2,200 hours. Not to get the basics, to be fluent. In the time that I spent on my phone this year, I could have learned a full language. Okay, so maybe it's not realistic for me to fully get rid of my phone in this day and age. I get it, I understand, but what we can do is turn my phone back into what it was originally meant to be, which is just a way to communicate with a few extra tools, aka we need to make my phone as boring as possible. I feel like I just deleted like 100 apps off of my phone. I have so many random apps. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, every single social media is gone. Every food delivery app, cut. Every single shopping app I have, gone. Anything that I could direct my attention to now that I don't have my social media is gone. It is literally only for boring use now. And I can still do all those things. I can still watch YouTube, watch TikTok, watch whatever I want. But if I want to do it, I have to go on my computer and go on the website. So then I can never do it when I'm out and about. I have to actively be looking for something and have a reason to go on it. The only other apps that I left that could potentially be entertaining for me are my learning apps. And so if I get bored and I really want something to do, I can learn something.
One eternity later.
I'm free. I haven't really been left alone with my thoughts in a while, huh? Once I got 11 hours of my day back, I realized I have so much more time to do all of these things that I've been telling myself I can't fit into my schedule. I emailed this film festival that's happening, I think, in like 3 days to see if I could still volunteer with them, and they said yes. I saw the emails of them wanting volunteers and wanting people to join, and I was already on the email list, and I was like, oh, well, I don't really feel like going to the orientation. I don't really feel like doing this, blah, blah, so I'm not gonna do it. Like, whatever. And then I was like, why the fuck am I not doing it? Like, that's so stupid. There's literally no reason except that it's out of my comfort zone. And I've also realized that my overall anxiety and stress levels have dropped like hell. I feel like recently I've been a lot more into taking walks whenever I'm feeling down instead of scrolling, which is really good. Because usually if I'm like, oh man, I'm bored, I don't know what to do, I'm just gonna scroll on my phone. But recently I've been like, oh, well, I live in California and it's sunny all the time, so I might as well go outside and enjoy the sun. And so that's what we're doing today. And then for the times that I do want to be on my phone, this is what I end up doing. Excuse what's going on up here. I'm mid doing my hair. But randomly recently I realized Duolingo has chess for some reason. And so I've been obsessively playing chess against the bot that it lets you play against. So our phone situation is a lot better, but now it's time to adjust the big boy. For those of you guys who watched the first episode, you'll know I've been struggling a lot up here. Made me feel not very confident. You're acting like a failure. And I feel like all the things that I felt like were really special about me have kind of died. But what if everyone thinks it's lame? Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm somehow my own worst enemy, to the point that if I were someone else and I was talking to myself, I would be considered a bully.
I started getting my nails done on a consistent basis. I started making sure my hair was always done.
Changing the way that you walk and swaying your hips, engaging in that second chakra.
There's no denying that some certain external factors can make you feel more confident.
Looks matter a lot, and ignoring that fact doesn't make it go away.
I mean, I guess it's worth a try, right? And if we're gonna do this, we might as well start with the part that I neglect the most. My hair is literally dead all over. My split ends go all the way up to my scalp. Plus, I decided that I wanted to, prioritize the health of my hair. So I started wearing this 1V-part wig, which I will never wear again. And it had these really tight ass clips on the side. I'm balding! Not just one place, on both sides. So I did a bunch of research and I created a new hair care routine. So today is the day to try all of this stuff out to see if it works, and I'm gonna have beautiful, long, luscious, healthy hair, or if I just wasted a lot of money. Let's get started. Time to wash. This is gonna take forever. I'm so excited. It's time to cut it off. It's time for a fresh start. You wanna help me chop off my hair? I'd say you could probably cut that much off to start. Chop her off. Chop, 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 chop. Oh, maybe I shouldn't bounce. There's so little hair left. Oh yeah, it's already so much easier to comb through. Look at how much I cut off. Now that I've thoroughly enjoyed how short my hair is and slightly uneven, it's time to style her. For you, that was like half a second, but for me, that was 4 days. It took 4 days to braid all of this hair. But she's done. Considering this is the first time I've ever done braids like this, it looks pretty alright. You know, is it tangling a little bit? Yes. Am I having to brush it every 2 seconds? Yes, but it looks good. When I wear it up in a ponytail, it looks really good, I feel like. Okay, so the hair is exciting, she's new, she looks good, but I feel like we're missing something on my face. Something about this doesn't look quite right. Huh? Oh no. Oh no, I fucked up. That's fine. You know what? It's fine. It will... Oh, that's bad. How long does it take for eyebrows to grow back? 2 to 3 months. There's so much space in between them now. They're not even either, so... Okay, it's okay. You know what? Eyebrow tint is gonna save us today.
A few moments later.
Let's wipe this off and hopefully this saves everything. Oh, it's worse. We're gonna try something else. We're gonna go back to Old Faithful. Tattoo brow. Good enough. Hopefully this does something. Maybe it saves my eyebrows. I mean, on the bright side, I have an eyebrow. There are eyebrows on my face, and so I can't be mad. So we can't do our hair and do our eyebrows and stuff and then dress like this. So I want to try to up my style game, at least just a little bit. And luckily, I was sent some clothes by Alfred Eden. So we're gonna try on 2 outfits real quick, and then we can finally see if the YouTube videos are right and looking good on the outside. It's gonna make me feel better on the inside. All right, let's go. So first things first, obviously, I only really wear black. And I know this because whenever I don't wear black, I get a bunch of comments like, oh my gosh, you're wearing color today. So let's try to add some color. All right, outfit number 1. Am I still wearing black underneath the jacket? Yes, but baby steps, baby steps. We have some blue jeans, we have a red jacket, got some color. Oh, I also have this belt. And option number 2, no black on this one. Are you proud of me? We have these jeans, which have little stars in the back. And then this jacket that if you zip it up, it looks like a little butterfly. And then there's this like tank top undershirt thing, but as I was putting it on, I got deodorant all over the side of it. So we're just gonna hide that. Honestly, I feel like this is the better out of the 2 because I feel like this is not something I would pick out myself, usually. It's not like a crazy outfit by any means, but it is slightly outside of my comfort zone. So I have one of my friend's birthday parties tonight, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna wear this or wear something else. We have a new look, we can debut it, we can see what my friends think. And also I get to go to bars and dance, so that's always fun. Hey everyone, guess who got roofied? And you know what fucking sucks about it is I know the ugly old ass man and the lady that was with him that did it too. I know exactly who it was. So basically, me and my friends went to 2 different bars. The first bar, super chill. It was more of like a sports bar vibe than it was like a bar, like dancing bar vibe. Then the second bar we went to was a bar in Chinatown. Keep in mind, There's like 10 of us. It's a group of like 10 people. And so we're all dancing together, we're all having a good time. Our group is not just girls, but it is mostly girls. And these two guys come up to our group and they're like, hey, we just came from this private party upstairs, but we're leaving and we have all these extra wristbands. There's free drinks up there, you guys should go. And you might think, girl, that's fucking stupid. Obviously, that's the easiest way to get roofied ever. Except it wasn't like an actual private party. So the bar is like a U shape. There's people all on this side of the bar. And usually there would be people on this side of the bar, but they just put one of those tiny little ropes right in the middle. And they had like a bouncer standing at the rope, and so you just couldn't walk to the other side of the bar if you weren't in the private party, but it wasn't private at all. You could see everything that was going on outside. Everyone outside could see everything that was going on inside. It's not like it was a private room or anything like that or anything fucking freaky. And so like half of us go in, and then we look behind us and we realize half of the group isn't here. We get our free drinks. We go back out and we're like, hey, what the fuck happened? And so one of the girls told me that they wouldn't let some of the girls in. I don't know exactly what happened, but it sounded like it was due to racism. So not only were they racist, but I got roofied, so whatever. So we were like, okay, we can still get free drinks. So then some of us will just go in, get the free drinks, and then leave. And the one time that I went in to get a drink by myself, I got roofied. Luckily, nothing terrible happened because I wasn't trying to hang out in the private party. I just got the drink and ran back to my friends. Afterwards, my boyfriend took care of me, took me to urgent care. They said that I have no permanent damage and I should be A-okay. And so for the past few days, I've just been laying in my bed, rotting, crying a little bit, scared of strangers. So when I was like posting and I was like, hey guys, sorry the video took so long, I got traumatized. So yeah, super fun weekend. But happy birthday, my friend. Other than that, it was actually a really great party. But, you know.
If you are attached to something, if you are attached to a person, if you are attached to a situation, that thing controls you. That means that you're completely powerless over yourself and over your own emotions. This can get so dangerous to a point where a person can take their own life because they're so attached to someone.
Maybe we should try doing our own research. I've become a whore for the library. And of course, there's like a billion self-help books to choose from, so I just picked up the ones that spoke to me, aka the ones that I recognize the titles of, or the ones that called me out. Maybe I should grab that one. I feel like every time I go to the library, I literally black out. Instead of having a shopping addiction, I have a getting more books that I can actually read in a reasonable amount of time addiction. I'm so excited. I also picked up a multivitamin in case I have a vitamin D deficiency or an iron deficiency, like a lot of you guys said. Oh. They're so big. These are like horse pills. Oh, cheers. I've actually had a vitamin D deficiency before, and it got so bad that both of my legs stopped working properly, and I started freaking out thinking that I was losing my ability to walk, and then I went to the doctor, and they said that I was just low on vitamin D, and I was being dramatic, and to look up the word hypochondriac. So, over the last few weeks, we've had a lot happen. So I've had a real reality check that I need to prioritize and work on what's been going on up here in my brain. So first things first, I had a realization like last week that I don't want to make my life better or improve myself because, oh, I love myself so much and I just want to be the best version of myself. No, it's because I've started to hate myself. And so every single step that I try to take to make myself better is 1,000 times harder because it's rooted in hatred. So here's my solution. I need some water first, damn. Yapping. So here's my solution. I need to start with learning to love myself first, clearly. And I need to change my view of who I am, like right now, in the present, with no improvements or anything, from, oh, I'm such a failure, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at everything, to I can do anything that I want and I'm gonna fucking kill it. So this is what I've been reading to kind of help with that, along with a bunch of other books. I'm like a little more than halfway through this thing and it's been really helpful so far with like helping to change my mindset and see myself as a badass and all those things. But obviously this is a lot longer of a journey than that, so it's gonna take a little while to see results, but we're working on it. We're getting there. I also have no confidence. Shocker. I actually didn't realize until very recently how insecure I've become over the past few years, and it's starting to ruin my life. I don't feel good about myself physically, creatively, financially. I don't have any confidence in my skills, my talents, my social skills, anything anymore. I also realize I need external validation for almost everything. This extends into so many things. It means I'm scared to reach out to people, I'm scared to network, I'm scared to go after the opportunities that I really want, I'm scared to make new friends even. I'm scared that I'll look dumb or I'll feel too clingy or I'll look desperate or all of these things that most of the time no one else is even thinking. So what's the solution then? I think most of this is mindset, like the other thing. I've started constantly repeating positive affirmations to myself, and I also just need to focus on praising myself for the things that I'm good at instead of bringing myself down for the things that I'm not good at. Like if I'm not good at something, I can just get better at. It's not that deep. And for the YouTube side of it, I'm also making a second channel that's just gonna be for fun. I wanna have a place where I can be creative and experimental and not worry about, oh, is my audience gonna like this? Or, oh, am I gonna make less money this month? Or, oh, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm gonna keep my more high quality stuff on this channel, but anything fun, extra, any random ideas I come up with will be on that. While this is all good stuff, at the end of the day, nothing beats good old professional help. But therapy is expensive and my bank account is struggling, so we need a job. You remember that job that I was really, really excited about? I'd be perfect for this job. I really hope I get this. I really hope I get this. I really hope I get this. I don't really believe in manifestation all that much, but I'm gonna start believing it starting from now. And I was like, wow, this is gonna change so much for me. You know, I felt like I did really well in the interview and the guy told me I did really well in the interview. I haven't heard back from them and it's been over a month now. You know, technically they didn't tell me I didn't get the job. There is a chance, maybe, that I got the job and it's been postponed or something. There's a chance, but the higher likelihood is that I didn't get the job, which is really, really disappointing for me. I don't know, I feel very much like shit about it. I keep like racking my brain thinking about the second interview and I've come up with about 1,000 things that I think I could do better. You know when like something comes at such a perfect time that it feels like it's meant to be? Like that's what it felt like. I don't know, I'm really bummed about it, but I'm trying to be positive and like rah rah. If I'm being really genuine, I was super excited at the idea of that job and I maybe like overly romanticize it in my head. I don't know. I need to start being more positive or I need to start manifesting or some shit. I don't know. The universe will things will happen the way they're supposed to happen. It'll be fine. I'll be happy and things are gonna go so great for me because I attract positive energy or whatever. I don't know how to manifest, okay? How do you fucking manifest? How to manifest? Get clear on your desire and then use positive. I don't want this fucking AI overview. How to manifest the simple way. Law of attraction. Visualization. I have the job of my dreams. I have a very full bank account. I have all of the clothes that I could ever want. My YouTube videos are doing well. Oh shit. That's how I'm feeling, so things are great over here. Life's looking up. I've always had a bit of an ego about what kind of job I would work since my last job was like a dream job on paper, but I still hated it. And so since then, I've told myself if I'm gonna work another job, it has to pay really well, I have to absolutely love it, or there's no point and I shouldn't even apply. And where do you think that's gotten me?
I'm all out of money!
Guess what I'm doing today? Going around begging for a job. Yay! Life is so good, life is so great, I'm so excited, yay. I have been sitting in this car thinking about how this feels actually humiliating and how I really don't want to do this and I've never had to do something like this before, but this is the first time for everything, right? Yay. But I need to get over my ego because my ego is not going to pay my bills, so let's go job search, yippee!
One eternity later.
I think I have a job now. Part-time. So excited to be underpaid. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I actually am excited to have a paycheck. In all honesty, when I was in there talking to everybody, they all seemed extremely nice. So I think the people are going to be very chill. I think I'm going to get along with the people quite well. And so I'm not dreading it, but you know, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do to survive. Okay, I'm going to go home now.
So while side hustles and temporary jobs are awesome, I can't keep ignoring the bigger thing that really needs some progress here, which is my career. For those of you guys who don't know, I want to be a writer-director, specifically in the thriller genre. Think like Jordan Peele. Get out! But outside of film school, I haven't really put in the effort that I need to actually get my career off the ground. My absolute like top tier dream is to direct a film for like Jordan Peele's company or A24. That's been like my dream for years. But for those of you who aren't in film, that's extraordinarily hard, and it keeps getting harder. To get started as a writer-director, you need to write and direct a film, and I've written and directed a few films in film school, but I can't say I'm the most proud of them. So here's our plan. We're gonna make an amazing short film. I'm talking like Oscar-worthy. Oh my gosh, it's so good, it's so emotional, it hits me right in the heart. Oh, it's so perfect, right? And it's gonna get into a ton of different film festivals because it's so good, and it's gonna win a ton of different awards, and then we use the connections that we make, pitch it to a bunch of different studios and production companies and say, please give us money to make this project happen, and somebody eventually is like, yeah, I'll give you a few $1 million to make that, yeah, go do your thing. And we're like, oh, thank you so much, it's so perfect. And then the project does amazing, it does super well, it's super successful, I win an Oscar, and then my career takes off, and we live happily ever after. So, what do you think? But luckily, we only have to worry about step 1 for right now. So it's been so long since I've done anything film related, like at all, that we kind of have to go back to the basics. As in, I need to get myself excited to make movies again. Because I don't know if you guys have seen the shit that's been coming out nowadays, but it really is not exciting. We're at the point where I need to remember why I ever wanted to pick up a camera in the first place. And to do that, we need to watch some actually good movies. So I've decided to make 3 watch lists. First are the movies that it's actually fucking embarrassing that I haven't seen yet, especially as someone who went to film school. Second are rewatching the movies that actually made me excited growing up and really gave me the motivation to pick up a camera myself. And third, any other movie that piques my interest. I've developed this bad habit of seeing like a trailer or a poster or just like some kind of ad for a movie and being like genuinely interested and then immediately thinking it's probably gonna be shit, so why would I watch it? And then I just go and watch more anime or like YouTube or something. Every single week for the rest of this challenge, you'll need to watch at least 1 movie from one of these lists. Doesn't matter which one, we just need to watch at least one. Just one. Ideally, we'd watch more than that, but like at least 1. And we're gonna start with...
Because I don't just want to be a passive watcher as I go through all of these, I want to turn my film brain back on. I'm also requiring myself to give a review of every single one. But watching movies isn't going to make a movie, and so the next step is to actually figure out what my film is going to be about. I wasn't going to get any good ideas from just making circles around my house. I needed to go out and get inspired. I needed to live a little. Wait, how do I even start with that?
Hey, remember this?
You don't come up with good stories by just watching a bunch of them. You have to actually live them. So let's figure out which one of these to start with.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this show called Agretsuko. It's basically about a red fox who has to be an office worker and she hates her life. And she can't really do anything about it, right? You know, bills gotta get paid. You gotta work as a red fox nowadays. But she's also a people pleaser, and so she just suppresses everything even though she's so angry all the time. So in order to keep herself sane, she goes to karaoke rooms and she does this. And recently, I've been feeling a whole lot like Agretsuko, and so my goal today is to see if I too can release all of my frustrations in this karaoke room through rock music.
Hi. I called on the phone earlier. Do you guys have a room for just one?
Yeah, just for one?
Yeah.
No problem.
But unfortunately, your girl doesn't know how to let loose at all. And so for the first half of my time, this is what I was doing. I tried to like sing some warm-up songs to get me started, to get me comfortable, but your girl was stressed because I could hear the people in other karaoke rooms, and so I realized they could hear me, and so then I got overwhelmed and I started overthinking it, and it was just too much. But after like the 45-minute mark of an hour and a half, I started to relax a little bit more bit by bit, and I was finally starting to have some fun. It finally feels like things are happening. Like my day-to-day is different, I'm finally making progress on my goals, I can feel my frontal lobe developing a little bit. But there's 2 really big things that need to be fixed for the rest of this to work.